guys, it's your girl being Natasha Nicole, and welcome to my channel where we're all about God glowing and growing. And if you want to glow and grow too, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button down below. Become part of my peep squad. I call y'all my peeps because y'all my people, y'all my person. Those who haven't been here before don't know that, but you are. So hey girl, guys, what's up? Today is gonna be a little bit different. So I was just sitting and I was trying to decide if I was gonna sit and do this video later or do like a chit chat kind of thing and do my makeup or whatever, but I just feel so led to just, I feel like while the emotion is there and the rawness is there, I need to go ahead and come on here and let y'all know this. So I was just sitting on the porch and I was watching, today is September 22nd, by the way. Gina Janine just posted a video titled, what is it titled? And of course you're gonna click on it. It's called Vlog. I've been keeping a secret, sharing my story. So automatically when I click on the video, I love Gina Janine. Hey girl, by the way. So I click on her video or whatever, I automatically go to the comments because I'm wondering, like, what is she keeping a secret about? Like, what's happening? Because you know the comments gonna tell you whatever. You know, it's gonna tell you what's going on. So I seen something about breast cancer, and you know, people was talking about their story and you know, blah 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 blah. So I go and find that portion in the video because I could tell she was clearly in the car when she was crying. So I go and fast forward to that video, or fast forward to the part of that video, and she starts talking, and she is talking about how she had a breast cancer scare. Like, she goes and have her regular mammograms, all that. She's very proactive because you know she has breast implants, blah say blah. She said it was just a regular mammogram back in July. She had the mammogram, and I guess like a week or so later or something like that, they called back and said that they seen something, that there was this mass, that she's gonna have to come back in and have a ultrasound done and all that or whatever. So she gets terrified. She's just scared. Now, as I'm sitting there watching this, I feel like this is a great time to tell my testimony as well, because literally I've been going through the same thing. Like, literally, I think probably around the same time that we were going through the same thing. So my brother-in-law passed away July 4th. I would say there was a lot going on the whole week of, and just, you know, burying him and all that. So that was like a week later. So I had to say, I don't know this specific date, but I feel like it was like July 14th. It was somewhere in the middle of July that I just so happened to like feel my boob, and there was a knot in it. Like on my right side, there is a lump right here. And I was like, I've never felt that before. If y'all don't know, but I am like a 36. I be wearing triple D's, I ain't even gonna lie. But I'm more like a double D, but triple D just feels like it just like really holds them up, like they're just heavy. Listen, I've gained a lot of weight. Anyway, they're just big, whatever. I have never had no lump in my breast, and I'm pretty good about doing my self-exams, especially in the shower. I feel like that's when my body is like the, you know, the slickest, where I can like really feel around and stuff. So yeah, I was just walking through the house one day and I felt it, and I was like, oh my God. And I automatically go up to Bae and I'm like, Bae, feel this. And he's like, yeah, that's a lump. He plays with my boobs all the time. That may be TMI, but listen, my man, he's a touchy-feely person. That's his love language. He's got to touch. He's touching all the time, non-stop. But yeah, so I was like, babe, what's that? He's like, yeah, that's a lump. But we noticed, like, well, I say we, I noticed that it couldn't have been there long. It couldn't have been there that long, because I'm always feeling on my boobs, so it had to be there. I'm talking about days, like came out of nowhere. It ain't something, or it could have been smaller and growing but it felt like the size of a marble. For it to get that size, I feel like I would have had to feel it as it was growing, as it was progressing, if you know what I mean, if I'm making any kind of sense. So yeah, I would have had to like feel it as it was growing, but I didn't feel anything. It's just like it just was there just overnight. I panicked. I panicked. I ain't gonna lie. It was scary. I get it. I'm getting around to Gina, but I get it. It was very scary. You was just thinking, but something in me is just like this overwhelming feeling of God got you. God's got you. Like this whole life, this everything that's going on, God has you. He's got you. Like, you have got to trust him. And I'm saying all this to say, literally as she was talking, I'm just thinking, wow, you know, living in fear that long. Because just like she said in her video, it took me a month for them to take that bag. So it took them a month to book my first appointment. So when they booked my appointment, it was for August. The initial appointment was like August 23rd, 24th. August 23rd, 24th. That was the initial appointment. I go to the appointment. It was at like 4:30 that day, which I thought was like pretty late, or actually it was like 3:30, and I thought that was pretty late in the day to be having like a mammogram done and everything, but I didn't think anything about it. I went to my appointment. Bae went with me. Actually, Carter went with me the first time. We get there. I get to the little middle waiting room where you change your shirt. You know, you put on this shirt so it's easy access whenever you go to do your mammogram. Get changed out, all that, and I'm sitting there, and then they called my name, and they was like, and I was like, you know, me, like, hey. And she was like, oh, you're scheduled for a mammogram with the ultrasound because you have a lump, right? And I was like, yes, ma'am, I found a lump. So she was like, so yeah, the doctors aren't here today and aren't here this late in the day. We're gonna have to reschedule you for a morning appointment. So the doctors are here and they're able to look at your ultrasound and your mammogram then. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, wow. So then to get another appointment, it took a whole nother 3 weeks. It wasn't quite a month, but it was like 3 weeks out. So I was like, dang, you know, Gina was saying in her story that for whatever reason, they need to do something else. Whatever. She had a doctor's appointment too for the first time and it ended up not doing whatever. But anyway, so at my doctor's appointment, I felt like that was a moment of trusting God even more. That was a moment for me for saying, I felt like God was saying, do you trust me? And I was like, yes, God, like I trust you. Like, but I'm saying, like, I hope y'all understand how deep I'm saying that this trust is. Like just this overwhelming just trust. I didn't say nothing to my friends. My mom them knew, Jay knew, but it was just like, do you trust me? It's just like I just trust him so much with my life. Like I know he's got me this far and he's not gonna like forsake me now. I may not do everything right, and you know, I'm a cussing Christian, you know what I mean? Like I really am. And you know, I like trees like the next person, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? So it's like your life doesn't have to be perfect, but it's just about having this kind of relationship with God to know that he's got you. Like, he's got you. And I was thinking as I was watching her video, because kind of the same similar thing kind of happened where something kind of happened with her first appointment. They had to make her another appointment and it was like a month out or whatever. And I was just thinking as I was watching this, I was like, wow, because I never really thought I was going to come on here and even share this with y'all. But it is about to be October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I feel like this is a great time for me to like tell y'all my testimony, because it's just like you have to believe, babes. Like you gotta trust. And I'm talking about trust with every part of your being. There was never a moment in my mind where I thought that things would turn out negative. Now, I'm not saying that those thoughts do not come. The thoughts will come, but every time I spoke, I am cancer free. I do not have breast cancer. This is nothing. Like, I always said that. Like, the thoughts that is so normal. And I don't know if people know that or not, but your thoughts are so normal. Like, of course you're gonna have negative thoughts. I don't care if you're dealing with a breast cancer scare. I don't care if you're dealing with a baby daddy. I don't care, like, anything. Like, negative thoughts are gonna come, and that is so normal. But it's more so about what you speak, your tongue. Like how the Bible says power and death is in the tongue. Now don't ask me what scripture that is, and I'm not coming on here and I'm not saying that I'm no pastor or no minister. You know, I don't know what verse in the Bible that says that in, but I know it's in there. I know for sure it's in there. Now if we want to look it up, fine, but off the top of the dome, it ain't coming. It ain't coming. I'm just saying, like, power and death is in the tongue. Like, seriously. Like, you just have to be careful about what you speak. And I have so many more examples of how this has been manifesting things in my life. And it's kind of crazy because I just feel like I'm in a season of watching my tongue. Watching my tongue. But getting back to the story, my whole point of telling you this is trust God so much that my son is coming in the door from school. Hey, Cardi. Hi. You have a good day at school? Mm-hmm. Oh, I got liquor on my test. Good. I'm so proud of you. I'm sitting here filming this video. You want to tell them, hey?
About what?
About something that just went on in my life. What's that note?
My friend Roblox username.
Oh.
I'm not sure I understand.
Okay. Well, I love you. I'm gonna come and chat after I finish making this video. What you about to do? Play video game? Mm-hmm. It's Friday, so he play video games on Friday. Okay, but anyway, I just feel like yeah, these are the moments. I was just thinking to myself as I was watching her video, I couldn't imagine living with the kind of fear that she was experiencing on the daily. There's no way that I could go through every day being so fearful and like, oh my God, what is it? Like, you know, I didn't even think about it. I tried my best not to even think about it. And when I did, I just spoke positive things. So it was just kind of like, I don't know. I just feel like if this happens to you, I feel like it's very important to just remember to, you gotta trust God. You have to. You ain't got no, you have to. You cannot carry that around. And I hate that she's not like a close friend of mine where I could kind of get her together and be like, girl, like, trust God with this. Like, no matter what you're going through, like, God got it. Don't go through days and wasted time of walking around being fearful, because every moment lost and every minute lost, you never get back. You know, so all that time that you could have been doing something else, we don't know how it was affecting her. She didn't necessarily say on the daily, like, you know, things that was going on. And of course she was still vlogging and stuff, but, you know, just, you know, wasted tears over something that God has control over. Like, God is so in control. He's so in control, more now so than ever. And that's with everything going on. I feel like if it ain't one thing, it's another. And I just refuse to go through my life being fearful and just, we don't know. I don't know the plan that God has for me, but I pray that I do walk in my purpose. You know, like, I want to live the life that He has planned for me, not necessarily the one that I have planned for myself, because I know the one that He has planned for me is so much better. So, well, long story short, my results, they came back that it was but it's like a fibroid. I don't even remember what it was. Like, that's whatever. It was a fibroid. And I actually have video I decided to record that day because I don't know if I was gonna show it to y'all or not, or if it was just testimony for myself or something for me to go back and watch. But I still have not even went back and watched that footage. But I was in the room after I had my ultrasound, because I had a full mammogram on both breasts. I had the ultrasound on the right breast where I found the lump at, you know. And I'm telling you, I laid there, I ain't even gonna lie, when I was laying there getting the ultrasound and everything done, they rub all that, you know, the gel and stuff on your boob. The only thing I said the whole time was the Lord's Prayer, because I did not want my mind to even think a negative thought right then and there. I was just, all I kept saying, our Father that art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on. I'm talking about, I probably said it at least 20 times. Like, it was just something to keep my mind going so that I wasn't thinking anything negative, because I could literally feel her stop, you know, on top of the lump. She's taking pictures, kind of going around and looking at it, but I just had my eyes closed, eyes turned, like, and prayed the whole time. She then got finished, you know, I wiped myself off and everything, pulled my little gowny thing back to the front, tied that, whatever. And she's like, okay, I'm gonna go have the doctor look at this and everything for you. So she came back maybe like 15 minutes later. But I'll go ahead and insert the footage now of what happened in between those 15 minutes of me waiting for the results. Hi guys, so I just got my first ultrasound, and I just had my first mammogram, and I had the ultrasound on my right breast because I found a lump in it or whatever. But I'm pretty sure it's just like a cyst or something. It doesn't, I don't know what I'm looking at, baby, but I feel like it's just a cyst. You feel me? You think? I guess. But anyway, the mammogram did not hurt at all. Literally, they just kind of push your boob together, but it does not hurt, and it takes all of 5 minutes to do. Yeah, I want to document this because I'm going to put this on the vloggy vlog. But yeah, so now I'm just waiting on the doctor to come in, and he's going to give me my results or whatever. So I know that they're going to be positive. Not worried about it, but I'm really excited that I hit my results like right now. You don't have to like necessarily like wait forever, so that's fine. Yeah, so I just want to come on here and document this little part because this is a big thing. You should definitely go have your mammograms. You should definitely be checking your breasts. I've had mine now for like, I feel like I felt it like a month and a half ago, and I feel like it's gotten smaller. And I feel like it's gotten smaller to me, or it hasn't grown, or it hasn't gotten any bigger. So I just feel it like right here on my boob. I don't want to get demonetized, but like right here. Yeah, it kind of feels like a little solid little marble, even on my ultrasound. But like I said, I feel very hopeful. And then I'm sitting here at the hospital, and this lady was like, excuse me, ma'am, excuse me. I was like, yes, ma'am. Where's your mask? I said, I don't have one. She's like, you need to have your mask. COVID is back out. So y'all, I think this COVID thing is getting a little more serious. She said that one of the schools up here actually sent home like 80-something kids. I'm sorry if I keep looking because I'm trying to see if I'm in frame. But sitting home like 80-something kids due to COVID. And I feel like, oh my God. Listen, y'all remember the last time COVID came around, I was considered essential. And this time, baby, listen. I don't want to be shut down. I mean, I don't know. Y'all, we have to believe and trust in God. And this time in our lives, I've realized that there is no other way, because we're not going to make it without Him. We will not. Like, bruh, we won't. So I'm just praying, but y'all be safe out there. Maybe start wearing your mask. Y'all know I had a time when the mask came out because it was just like, I don't know. And it's a new strain of COVID. Like, I don't know. I just don't want to go back to wearing masks and stuff. But if we have to, we do what we have to do. Or just stay home or whatever. But yeah. Y'all just be safe out there. But I will see y'all when I get in the car, or maybe when I get home and actually get my camera. I'll talk to y'all and give y'all a whole update and everything. So just wanted to come on here and show y'all that God is doing it. God is doing it. So by now I think I probably already showed y'all the video of how I was in the waiting room, but I just had to have a positive mindset. I had to. I thank God so much for his peace and for his love, and God for his God has really changed a lot of things in my life for the better. And I can sit right here in my tiny little 900 square feet apartment and be so thankful that I am where I am now. Like, from what I've been through, oh my God, thank God I don't look like what I've been through. You know what I mean? Like, my life is just getting so much better by the day. It really is. And that's talking to somebody that I lost my cousin at the top of the year. I don't even want to think about it. Then I lost my brother-in-law back in July. And it's just, but even through all that, I still cannot not say God is good. He is just so good. Like, life is going to happen and things are going to happen. Things are going to come. People are going to die. People are going to be born. But you live your life like there's no tomorrow. Like, I just live my life in gratefulness. But with that, so many great things have came out of that. So, yeah. I'm getting a little off subject and trying to get all emotional and everything else, and I'm just trying to sit here and I'm hoping that God is really using me right now to really encourage somebody that may be going through the same thing that Gina and I have experienced, and maybe you're going through that now. But I'm just here to just to say, like, God got you. He's got you. And you put all of your worries and all of your burdens and all of your fears that you have about a situation, and you give it to him, and you literally try your best not to even act like it's happened. Because once you gave it to him, there's no point. Like, you worrying and being afraid and all that is not changing anything. God is in control. He's in control. And so I'm gonna have to be finished with this whole little rant, 10-minute whatever. I don't know how long this is going to be, but I just wanted to come on here and really, while it was just fresh in my mind, I didn't want to overthink it. I didn't want to whatever. I may not look the best. I mean, my lighting is probably not great right now, but I just felt the need to just come on here and just encourage somebody that may be going through that, because I too just had a breast cancer scare. And it was a little scary. It was un poquito. But I trusted God so much that I never worried about it, and I knew the results were going to be positive. And they were. Like, that's all it is. I feel like that's all manifesting is. It's just seeing yourself being free. I seen myself being cancer free. I seen, like, I'm not going through this. I'm not, and part of me kept saying, I have a friend right now that's actually going through this right now. And my story could have easily been just like hers. Like, it really could have been. That's not to say that she doesn't have any faith. I'm not saying that. I just know that God doesn't put more on us than we can bear. Like, he knows what we need. He knows God's in control. He's just in control. Okay, so yeah, God is in control. Don't you worry. Don't you fret. You pray about it. You give it to God. Once you gave it to God, there's nothing else you could do. There's nothing else you could do. You can't expedite the process. You can't nothing, but you just remain faithful and you be like, God, you got this. You got this. Just like I hear Sarah Jake said, if you ever feel like you got it, then he feels like that we don't need him. And I want God to always know that I need him. Every day. From trying not to have road rage down the road. Like, God, please change me, mold me, make me more like you. That is my prayer every day, is just to be the best version of Tasha as possible. Be the best version. Not to say that you won't get upset, you won't get pissed off, people won't try you, because you just tell them, try Jesus, don't try you. You know what I mean? Like, and for all my Aries women like myself, y'all know. Y'all know we here. Like, y'all know, like, we just kind of, you know, burst into flames. But God is changing me. But long story short, I gotta go. It's 4:16 and I got a hair appointment at 4:30. I got somebody coming in for an install at 4:30. But I just came on here to say, just trust God, give it to God. God knows what he's doing. He is in control, even when the world is in complete chaos right now. He is still in control. I trust him. Just trust him. And I don't know what else to say. I'm not no preacher, I ain't got no word. You know what I mean? Like, just trust God and know that everything's going to happen for the better, and you see yourself in a positive situation, in a better situation. Visualize, imagine. Once you can see it in your mind, like, you can have it. You know what I mean? Like, it becomes tangible. So, yeah. Trust God. And I pray that anybody that may be going through this, I pray that God just gives you peace, enjoy even throughout the process, you know, and just a better connection. I pray that it builds a relationship between you and God, because everybody needs a relationship. Like, I feel like God is a relationship, is not religion. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like people try to use those two intertwined. Like, just have a relationship with God. Learn to go to God for yourself. Have a relationship. Talk to him. He's just a regular, he's not a regular person. He's not a regular person, but he's just like this spirit being, like, but just talk to him. He knows. Like, you could just have the most regular conversation and just write it out. Like, that's why I have my iPad now. I created on my good notes. I now have a gratitude journal. I have a big God journal that I just talk to him and just say stuff, you know, just stuff that I don't even care to even, you know, feelings and stuff that you may have that you can't even go to your friends or your spouse about. Like, it's just some things I don't want to talk to a person. I want to talk to the source. I want to talk to the source. Like, the person who can change it all, you know? Like, it ain't no point in me saying something, you know? But anyway, I love y'all. I know this is completely different content, but hey, I'm gonna let the Lord use me, because I'm trying to be used. I pray to be used. I pray that this touches somebody. I'm praying for y'all. I love y'all. I will see y'all later in the next one. Y'all stay tuned. If you're not, subscribe already. Like, you know, plenty of good content. We're gonna get some makeup, some hair content. We're gonna get some more vloggy vlogs. So Vlogmas coming up. Girl, listen, we're gonna try Vlogmas. We're gonna try Vlogtober, but God done turn around and bless me with a house, so y'all see that content too. So anyway, see y'all in the next one. Adios, amigos.